Soka goes to Hibbler. Her shot blocked by Johnson, but Hibbler hustles to get it back. Goes around the defender, reverse lay-in, good. What a play, Memory Hibbler. Would not give up on it.
Not at all. Way to stay with it there.
And Emerson Plummer on for Tascosa, gets it to Johnson. Her shot in and out. Plummer gets the ball back. Dixon retrieves that loose ball. Tascosa by 7. Under 5 minutes to play in this third quarter. Here's Emily Sims. Fisher. Knocked to the floor. Memory Hibbler. That's going to be her third. So Tyler Held with 3 for Amarillo High. And now Hibbler with 3 for the Lady Sandys. Team foul number 4, so no free throws. Not till the next foul. Sims to trigger it in. Better hurry.
Gotta find somebody.
Finally, well, yeah, can't go into the backcourt. That's heads up play by Kenzie Dixon. Dixon around the pick. Goes to Fisher.
Again, if you're the Lady Rebels, don't settle here. Stay aggressive. Stay in the paint. Get those efficient looks. Worst case, you get to the foul line.
Lady Sandys, Keanu Allen back on. She had a spectacular first half, both ends of the floor. Coach Zach Tabor shouting instructions from the sideline to his Lady Rebels in his first year as head coach. Finds Fisher on the backdoor cut. It's blocked. Her reverse lay-in, though, is good. Just what we saw on the other end from Hibbler a moment ago. Didn't give up on the play.
Great orchestrating there. You saw Nakia Fisher in that back door.
Here's Allen launching a tray. Didn't quite get set there. Had to rush it. And it goes out of bounds. There goes the cell phone.
I thought that might have been mine with
no
how
damage.
high up we were. If that was going to fall to the floor, then
no damage.
I know what I was going to get for Christmas.
At least it didn't go off the backside, which would be down to the court floor. That ball knocked away. By the way, our game this afternoon brought to you in part by Jimmy Fincher Body Shop, Aqua One, and Amarillo Mitsubishi, along with Beef O'Brady's, the official watch location for TPSN live streams. Lady Sandy's ball down, though, by 9, as they've only scored 2 points here in this third quarter, which has 3:30 left. Held back in there playing with 3 fouls, and that's going to be a reach in on Nakia Fisher, and that is going to be her third personal. Just the first team foul on the Lady Rebels in the quarter.
Fisher's been staying active on both ends of the floor.
He'll
Great pass.
Lob that underneath to Kinsley Payne. And Payne able to put it up and in.
That was an amazing find. Props to Emerson Plummer, though. She's been playing some really tough defense there, but just a classic case of better offense.
And that's, again, the passing, the key. They've lobbed it into her twice and have put it right on the money. There's backing in is Kenzie Dixon for Tascosa with a big bucket. She's up to 14 points now.
Tascosa a little bit of the size advantage there. Not so much when it comes to the numbers and the depth coming off of the bench, but they've been making up for it in more ways than one to start the second half.
Alex Carter back on, gives Emily Sims a breather for the Lady Rebels. 2:49 to play in the third quarter.
Sims playing some really underrated basketball as well, and maybe not as effective offensively, find other ways to impact the game. She's been a true pest on the defensive side. Here the Tascosa student section getting into it a little bit.
And we've got a tie ball. That D-up chant worked as the Lady Rebels force the tie and get it on the alternating possession.
Absolutely. Huge dish matchup. You're at home. You got to see some fight here.
Trotting it down the floor. Kenzie Dixon for Tascosa. 2.5 minutes to play in the third. That one knocked away momentarily by Keanu Allen, and a little too aggressive on the defense. Only her first personal, though. Second, or make it the 15 foul, so it will send Tascosa to the free throw line in the double bonus. So Carter for 2 shots. She has 4 points so far today.
Lady Rebels playing some great ball. If anything, they're playing, Amarillo's playing right into Tascosa's game plan here as the first free throw falls. We can see if they can match physical for physical here. Tascosa's been answering the call.
Carter makes the first and drops in the second as well for her 6th point of the game. And it's the largest lead of the day by either team at 11 now for the Lady Rebels. They had a 8-point lead, I believe it was, early on. But Amarillo High came storming back. Tascosa really out well in the 3rd quarter. Here's Tyler Held, double teamed along the baseline. And we've got a tie ball forced by Emerson Plummer. Nakia Fisher also applying the pressure. Arrow pointing to the Lady Sandys, though. So Held will throw it in bounds.
The one thing you cannot have happen is to pick up your dribble. You're in true no man's land, as we saw just now.
Sokup open from the corner. Missed it. And the rebound to Alex Carter. Held swats that one away, but it will stay with the Lady Rebels. Dangerous inbounds pass, and what's the call? A timeout on the far sideline. Coach Zach Tabor spending a timeout to talk with the Lady Rebels. 1:50 to play in this 3rd quarter, and it's Tascosa with a big 3rd period on top by 11 on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
Sinking driveway? Call Legacy Support Works. Settling patio? Call Legacy Support Works. Uneven pool deck? Call Legacy Support Works. Collapsing stoop? Call Legacy Support Works. Cracking sidewalk? That's right, call Legacy Support Works.
Foundation repair doesn't get better with time. It gets better with Legacy Support Works.
Call Legacy Support Works today.
This will be our final TPSN live stream until January the 2nd as we go on the holiday break, as do most of the teams, or at least until after Christmas. They'll be involved in tournament play late next week. But the holidays are upon us. And then come January, we kick it into high gear with doubleheaders every Tuesday and Friday at tpsnsports.com. And not only that, but we'll have audio coverage of some of the CISD teams as well. So it should be a really fun start to the new year. Alex Carter from the wing puts it up for 3. No good. Fisher runs down the loose ball. Somehow for Tascosa.
Rebounding numbers certainly have been the advantage of the Lady Rebels here. Second chance opportunities, those are going to be huge as we get down the stretch of this game.
Tascosa spreading the floor a little bit. Can't blame them with an 11-point lead. Take some time off the clock. But you've got to be really careful not to lose your momentum, and there it was as it goes out of bounds. Carter just couldn't handle it on the near side.
Might have been thinking a little too much, but again, as you move further, you need to have that short-term memory. Get back on the floor, see if you can force a stop and get back into transition.
Plummer anticipating that pass from Held and steals it away for Tascosa. They go underneath for Johnson, and she's fouled. Allen committing her second. And Nevaeh Johnson to the line for 2 shots with 46.8 seconds to play in the period.
Like I've been saying, this can and probably will be the name of the game throughout the rest of this ballgame. Nevaeh Johnson getting the ball, getting to the foul line, solid free throw shooter in her own right.
And by the way, that is not the second, but the 3rd personal on Keanu Allen. And she'll have to be careful. Tyler Held playing with 3, and she'll go out now. Memory Hibbler on to replace her. Johnson at the line, hits 1 of 2. She's got 9 for Tascosa.
A little bit of a breather here just to get ready for the end of the 3rd quarter. Again, solid start to the second half for the Lady Rebels. If you're Amarillo, you got to find some sense of consistency if you want to get back in this ball game.
Well, that's something we haven't seen. Ella Brown with a shot from the field, and she makes an immediate impact with a tray, a big one for the Lady Sandys. 25 seconds to play in the third quarter.
And you want to try and space it out here. You have the perfect person with the ball here to draw up a play.
Sokup swatting at that ball from Sims. Now here is Dixon. Missed it, but Alex Carter right there to put it back up and in. 8 for Tascosa, or for Carter of Tascosa. And the Lady Rebels will take an 11-point lead into the fourth quarter, 36-25 on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
I was involved in a motor vehicle collision. I experienced neck and back pain. The pain was so severe that I had a hard time working. I was referred to McCraw by a family friend. I knew I was in good hands the moment that I spoke with them. I've never felt more taken care of. I got the treatment that I needed and am able to go back to work and pursue my education. And that is all thanks to McCraw Law Group.
If you've been injured in an accident, at the McCraw Law Group, we're here to help. 806-342-5900.
This is Holden at 10. No budget, no spending alerts, no shot. And this is Future Holden. When Holden was 10, Mom signed him up for Amarillo National's student visa debit card. That first account helped him learn about money early, smart spending, budgeting, and a cash bonus for good grades.
So, what do we use our cash rewards for?
We took Bella to prom.
It's not too late to get your own student card.
Big third quarter for the Tascosa Lady Rebels as they outscore the Lady Sandys 19-7 and take a 36-25 lead into the final period of play. Both teams ranked in the top 10 in the state. Earlier in the season, Tascosa was as high as number 2 before they lost to Monterey. They come in ranked number 10. Amarillo High at number 8 in the state. Tascosa ball to start this fourth quarter. Keanu Allen out there playing with 3 personals. Tyler Held starts the quarter on the bench. She's got 3. Dixon missed that one. Might have been partially blocked. She hustles to get her own rebound, takes it to the basket and banks it in. That's 7 in the game for Tascosa's Nakia Fisher.
Solid defensive play from Kinsley Payne. Just took her out the ball for a split second as Fisher came up with the easy lay-in off the glass.
Lady Sandy's working the ball. Allen with a nice spin move, and Boyce Johnson came to defend. She left Payne unguarded, and Kinsley Payne there off the pass by Keanu Allen.
Allen has been lethal with that spin move there. Found Payne for a great look.
And she's been lethal with some of her passes, too. Really a big game for Keanu Allen. Here's Dixon spinning, shooting, but missing that shot. Payne with the rebound for Amarillo High. Sokup across midcourt. Down the left side of the paint. Jump stop, bank shot, no good. Payne's put back short. It's tipped out to Ella Brown, who'll go to Sokup. Another jump stop in the lane, high off the glass, it's good. 8 in the game for Cam Sokup. And a lead that was 13 is now 9.
I see Tascosa trying to slow it down a little bit. Momentum slowly getting in the favor of the Lady Sandys.
Devea Johnson lines up a 3-pointer. Well, that would have been big, but it's no good off the side of the rim. And the rebound to Allen of the Lady Sandys. Ahead to Sokup. She's taking it right to the hoop and draws the foul on the Lady Sandys.
I think that might have been on Dixon there, swiping at the ball. Trying to swipe at the ball.
And it is the third personal on Kenzie Dixon. First team foul on either team here in the quarter. Sokup, a very good free throw shooter. Hits the first of 2. She's just a junior. 5'10". Junior for Coach Jeff Williams and the Lady Sandys. 2 for 2 at the line. And Sokup now into double figures. And the lead trimmed to 7.
Starting to see that double team come in now.
Dixon wisely bounces it off of Hibbler's leg. Otherwise, it might have been a turnover.
Great presence of mind there.
Emerson Plummer back on. She didn't stay on the bench long. They need that size to work in the interior for Tascosa. That ball nearly thrown away. Hibbler had it go off her hands. She was already headed back down the floor. Didn't quite look it in all the way. 5:39 to go in the fourth quarter. So far, it's been Amarillo High outscoring Tascosa here in this period.
This is what district matchups are all about here. Fighting to the echo of the whistle, fighting for positioning.
Fisher loses it. Allen back the other way for the Lady Sandys. Missed the shot though. Held's putback, no good. Hibbler tries it and hits it.
And another turnover.
And the Amarillo High fans on their feet. Timeout, Tascosa. The lead was 13. It's down to 5 with 5:09 left to go in the fourth quarter. We're back in 30 seconds here on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
We take the stress out of collision repair. Jimmy Fincher Body Shop, the people who care. Make us your very first call. Cause at Jimmy Fincher we do it all. We fix it right, guaranteed. We don't cut corners, we do quality. Just as good as new, that's what we do. Jimmy Fincher Body Shop.
Well, start 'em young. Amarillo National Bank Student Visa Debit Card offers real-world money skills, parent-approved spending, financial know-how, and, yes, a cash bonus for good grades. And our game brought to you in part by McCraw Law Group, Braceros, and Bobby Doobie Motors. Everything we had hoped it would be between Amarillo High and Tascosa. First meeting of the season for these two in district play. First place riding on the outcome. Amarillo High leads the district race at 5-0. Tascosa tied for second at 4-1. And Alan, I'll give you credit. As the quarter ended a few minutes ago, you said, now watch the Lady Sandys go on a 12-0 run or something. And lo and behold, here they are back to within 5.
Just speaks again to the composure and the leadership, not just with the players, but of course, the legend that is Jeff Williams at the head coaching spot.
Yeah, you knew Amarillo High was not going to go away quietly. And the Lady Sandys, though, out of the timeout. Coach Williams is beside himself over on the bench.
Well, I mean, again, it really cannot be overstated. This is a true must-win situation for both of these teams. Again, still a lot of ball left to be played, not just tonight, but throughout the rest of the year. But to have this type of edge getting into the second half of district will be paramount.
Lady Rebels work it into Devea Johnson, dumps it off for Fisher, and that's a nice look by Devea Johnson. She was covered up, and Fisher was not, and she hits the easy bucket.
Johnson, a really underrated playmaker, knows how to find the open man, great defender.
Yeah, she can do it all. She works inside and outside, and obviously a great passer.
Great switch there. If you're Johnson, you got to get in front of Keanu Allen here.
Ella Brown with it. Backed all the way out near midcourt by Alex Carter's defense.
Watch those 5-second
I was
call.
going to say, that's a long 5 seconds. Coach Zach Tabor is not happy about that no call. Lady Sandys, Tyler Held goes to Brown. Allen comes to take the ball. Midway through this fourth quarter, Held along the baseline. That's her shot, but she can't knock it down. And the rebound to Carter for Tascosa.
You said it there perfectly. Tyler Held is amazing, near automatic in those mid-range, rip through the baseline types of shots.
Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't hit that one. She probably is too. Sims works it in the corner. Three-point shot comes up short by Carter. Johnson's put back off the front of the rim. And then they go to the floor. Sokup and Fisher. Alternating possession gives it to Amarillo High.
This is everything that you're asking for a district matchup and more here.
And you know what? All these fans are going to stick around because it's going to be just as good on the boys' side.
Oh, yes, best believe.
Or it has that potential, we'll put it that way. There's a near steal, and it is a steal by Alex Sims, or Emily Sims, sorry. Good anticipation stepping into the passing lane. Oh, Held has to be careful playing with 3 fouls. They find Dixon open in the corner. Missed as an easy look there. Here's Held in transition, 2-on-1. Jump shot, good. Tyler Held, there's the one we have grown accustomed to see her knocked down, and that's her first 2 of the night. And a quick timeout taken with 2:57 left to go in the fourth quarter. And that draws Amarillo High to within 5, 40-35. Lady Rebels on top. We're back in 30 seconds here on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
This is Holden at 10. No budget, no spending alerts, no shot. And this is Future Holden. When Holden was 10, Mom signed him up for Amarillo National Student Visa Debit Card. That first account helped him learn about money early, smart spending, budgeting, and a cash bonus for good grades.
So, what have you used our cash rewards for?
We took Bella to prom.
It's not too late to get your own student card.
Our game also sponsored in part by Beef O'Brady's, the official watch location for TPSN live streams. And we have 2 minutes, 57 seconds to play in the fourth quarter of this top 10 battle and District 3-5A showdown between the Lady Sandys and Lady Rebels. Tascosa has led by as many as 13. Now their lead is 5. Lady Rebels with the ball. Sims picks up the dribble. Needs some help. Goes to Dixon. On the wing, they'll bounce it underneath for Johnson. She's in traffic and loses it. Ella Brown comes away with it for the Lady Sandys.
Excellent double team there. Trying to get a good look here.
Here's Soka in the corner. Off of her knee and out of bounds. Cam says, wait a minute, it didn't go off my knee. Coach Jeff Williams agrees he was right there, but the official says otherwise.
I wonder how long games will be if they have the instant replay there. They have the little video booth at the scorer's table, you know?
Yep. So Tascosa gets the ball back as we hit the 2-minute mark to play in the fourth quarter. Lady Rebels lead, but only by 5.
Great pass.
Can't get the shot away. Now Johnson will take it and hit it from the corner. Devea Johnson with a huge 3-point bucket. And the Lady Rebels able to hit it, and a timeout called with 1:50 left to play. We'll hang on to it right here at the Tascosa Activity Center. As Alan, that was clutch.
It was amazing. It truly is. Like I've been such a fan of Devea Johnson's game. Now going on 2 years with the Texas Panhandle Sports Network. She is one of the more relentless finishers that we have at the high school ranks, regardless of boys or girls, JV, varsity. She is amazing around the glass, solid free throw shooter, also able to have the confidence to shoot from beyond the arc as well. It could not have come at a bigger time for the Lady Rebels.
Well, there's a lot of difference in a 5-point lead and missing a shot, giving your opponent a chance to cut that down to 3 or to 2.
Oh, yeah.
Or you hit the basket and it's an 8-point lead as the Lady Sandys get the ball back, and that's the case. Devea Johnson with 12 now to power Tascosa to this lead.
Tascosa's won some big games throughout the early bits of the season here, but again, to have a game like this at home against a rival, crosstown rival, absolutely something that they want to check off their list as they finish up this year.
So out of the timeout, 1 minute, 50 seconds left. Lady Sandys with the basketball.
Yeah, if you're Amarillo High, your stars very much need to be the stars. We need to see Tyler Held make a play, see Ella Brown hit a huge shot.
And on the inbounds play, Alex Carter nearly steals it for Tascosa. They only had Tyler Held back, and they had her guarded.
I thought it might have been a little bit of a lapse there on that inbound.
Here comes Held. Across the timeline, Fisher guarding her. Fisher down on the pick, and
Huge screen there.
Zach Tabor thought there might have been an illegal pick. Tyler held underneath, misses the shot off the back of the rim. Sukup went down hard, and she's a little slow to get up. Tascosa ball, 1:20 left with an 8-point lead. Sims bounces it in the corner. Carter retreats near midcourt, and then the double team. She finally gets it to Fisher. 1:05 left. Allen thought she got shoved by Fisher, but instead the call goes against Keanu Allen. That is her fourth personal foul.
You know, looking at the team foul total, only one foul apiece here in the fourth
each.
quarter.
I know it. I was looking to see if that was correct, and it is. 1 minute to play. Tascosa ball, leading by 8, and they work it underneath. Devea Johnson with the lay-in. Sukup knows they have no time to waste. She gets it to Allen, misses on the 3. And the rebound to Dixon. Sukup will foul in the backcourt.
This would be a very huge win for the Lady Rebels.
Especially coming off of that Monterey defeat, which had to be really disappointing.
So if I get inbound here.
40 seconds left. It's going to be a foul on Tyler Held, I believe.
Yeah, it might be her fourth here. Still have a foul to give. I mean, obviously, you know, if you want to try and slow it down, worst case, you got that foul to give.
I haven't posted it on the board, but we've got 35 seconds left as Tascosa has the 10-point lead now. And another foul. That'll go against Memory Hibbler. And she has 4. The previous foul was against Tyler Held, and she's got 4. But it doesn't really matter here. 30 seconds left. But Tascosa throws it away.
Gotta get a bucket here.
Allen finds Ella Brown open, rattles in and out. Boy, that would have helped. But instead, Tascosa gets the rebound, and we've got 15 seconds left. 10-point Lady Rebels lead. Dixon with a great spin move. Gets it to Carter, and they'll work it around, and that is just about going to do it. And the Rebels chant in full force here at home. Tascosa knocks off Amarillo High. Final score 45-35 in a great game. Top 10 teams, and they definitely looked like it here in this one. We'll come back and recap it for you in a moment here on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
Amarillo Diagnostic Clinic Pharmacy makes getting your medications easier than ever with our fast and reliable citywide home delivery service. No matter where your prescription is currently, give us a call at 806-358-0331 and we'll handle everything so you can relax knowing your medications are on their way. We're dedicated to providing exceptional service that fits your busy life. Convenient and reliable. That's Amarillo Diagnostic Clinic Pharmacy.
Found a car I love, so I went ahead and bought it. Ever since I did, people ask me where I got it. Bobby Doobie sold it to me. Bobby Doobie sold it to me. She's used, but she's a beauty. Bobby Doobie sold it to me. He sent me a lot of money, had a lot for me to choose. If you stop in, you'll be saying it too. Bobby Doobie sold it to me. Bobby Doobie sold it to me. Ooh, she's used, but she's a beauty. Bobby Doobie sold it to me.
Sinking driveway? Call Legacy Support Works. Settling patio? Call Legacy Support Works. Uneven pool deck? Call Legacy Support Works. Collapsing stoop? Call Legacy Support Works. Cracking sidewalk? That's right, call Legacy Support Works.
Foundation repair doesn't get better with time. It gets better with Legacy Support Works.
Call Legacy Support Works today.
Final score once again 45-35. Amarillo High falling to Tascosa. It was Tascosa jumping out quickly at the start of the game. They led 9-5 at the end of the first quarter, but Amarillo High came right back in the second period, outscored the Lady Rebels by a 13-8 count, and it was a 1-point game at halftime. Amarillo High on top 18-17, but Tascosa came out lightning fast in the third quarter, and they would outscore Amarillo High and turn the ball game in the third period 19-7. And then that gave Tascosa an 11-point lead going to the fourth quarter, 36-25. They would lead by as many as 13. That got chipped down to 5, Allen, before Tascosa would pull away for the win. Actually, Amarillo High the better of it in the fourth quarter, but not by much, 10-9. And the Lady Rebels preserved the 10-point win. Individual scoring, Kinsey Dixon and Nevaeh Johnson, by my count, each with 14 points, 9 for Nikiah Fisher and 8 for Alex Carter for Tascosa. For the Lady Sandys, they were led by Cam Sukup with 10, 7 for Kinsley Payne and for Memory Hibbler, 6 for Keanu Allen, who played great off the bench, 3 for Ella Brown, and 2 for Tyler Held. So obviously, Allen, that third quarter out of the locker room, Tascosa took control of the game, but you knew Amarillo High was going to make a run, and they did, but the Lady Rebels able to weather the storm.
Like I've said it on a number of occasions, I am a man of many cliches, and as we mentioned a little bit about it just yesterday with PD and Caprock, it's a matter of defense winning championships. They were able to hunker down on the defensive sides of things, cut out second chance opportunities. With the speed that Tascosa brought to the table, they were immediately out into transition. Nevaeh Johnson getting the ball a lot more in the post as well. It was as close to a near perfect second half if you're Coach Tabor and company.
That's definitely the truth, as the Lady Rebels pulled away for the 10-point win. With that win, they go to 16-2 on the season, 5-1 in district play. Amarillo High suffering their first district defeat at they are now 5-1 and tied for that top spot in district. And of course, Monterey could be part of that tie as well. Yes. And so again, the Lady Sandys go to 14-4 on the year and 5-1 in district. By the way, Amarillo High will play Monterey in their next district game. That'll be on January the 2nd coming up. We'll look forward to that one for sure. And we'll have a live stream of that one here on TPSN. Well, exciting girls game for sure, but we've got more excitement for you on the boys' side. Big district battle between the Sandys and Rebels coming your way when we continue. Final score in the girls' game, number 10, Tascosa, edging number 8, Amarillo High, 45-35 to take the victory here at home. We'll come back with the boys' game in just a few moments here on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
We take the stress out of collision repair. Jimmy Fincher Body Shop, the people who care. Make us your very first call. 'Cause at Jimmy Fincher we do it all. We fix it right, guaranteed. We don't cut corners, we do quality. Just as good as new, that's what we do. Jimmy Fincher Body Shop.
You've got enough going on. Worrying about drinking water shouldn't be one. Get Aqua One premium water delivered. 5-gallon bottles are by the case. Stay safe. We'll deliver to your home with no contact front door delivery. Aqua One uses ozone filtration to provide the best and safest drinking water. By the case or by 5-gallon bottle to your front door with no contact delivery. Stay home. Stay safe. Order online at drinkaquaone.com or call Aqua One for delivery.
Braceros Mexican Grill and Bar on 6th Street and Braceros Downtown presents 2 new plates on the menu, California Plate and Aguachiles de Camarón.
In a world that seems to focus on bad news, it can be uplifting to focus on the positive things in and around our community. Join me every week for some good news with me, Doppler Dave. Come along as we highlight the small victories, a personal, human look at moments where people come together and bring good news and joy to those around them. So join us every week for a little good news with Doppler Dave on News Channel 10. Sponsored by XL Energy.
Play, watch, and listen with TPSN. This is TPSN.
This has been a live presentation of the Texas Panhandle Sports Network. Thank you for joining, and stay connected to TPSN for the best local high school sports coverage in the Texas Panhandle. And now, the Texas Panhandle Sports Network presents a live presentation coming to you from the heart of Texas. The best local high school sports coverage, TPSN, starts now.
Welcome back to the Tascosa Activity Center, everyone, as we get ready for the boys matchup. District 3-5A battle between the Tascosa Rebels and the Amarillo Sandys. Glad to have you with us here on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network. I'm Mike Roden along with Alan Robertson, and he's doing our color. Quentin Marquez doing our our camera this afternoon. I think I'm doing the play-by-play.
This is going to be such a fun matchup here. As we're coming off of a true barn burner of a girls' game just a couple of moments ago, something tells me we're in for as much excitement, dare I say maybe even more here in just a little bit.
We'll see how it goes. It's a big district meeting between the boys' teams, just like the girls, with Amarillo High coming in 3-0 in district play. Tascosa, having played one less district game, they are 2-0. And so somebody's going to suffer their first district setback in this one. But it ought to be a dandy, and of course they're both rivals, so that makes it even more fun as well. So here are the starters for the two teams. For the Sandys, under head coach Jason Pillion, assisted by Clint Schnell, Wilson Camp, and Rod Watkins, with a record of 14-3 on the year, 3-0 in district play, and ranked number 22 in the coaches poll. The Sandys will start Hud Schaefer, a 6-foot junior guard, Patch Parr, a 6'2 junior guard, Rex Reamer, a 6'2 senior guard, Tate Maben, a 5'10 junior guard, and Jax Richards, a 6'5 junior guard and forward. For the Tascosa Rebels, under head coach Steve Jackson, with a record of 11-3 on the year, 2-0 in district play. The Rebels will start Kavion Blackshear, also Jack Corpening, Tazavian Collins, Ladarius Godbolt, and Ben Kenny. And again, both teams like to use their bench players, so we'll see plenty coming off the bench for both of these teams. Let's take a quick break, and we'll come back right after this pregame timeout on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
I was on my way home from work, and next thing I know, I just went flying up in the air. I suffered a traumatic head injury, and I suffered a spinal cord injury. Within the first 48 hours, I went to see Lynn McGraw. And without Lynn and that settlement, I would be like any other person with a brain injury. I'd be destitute. The relief of not having financial stressors is incredible.
If you've been injured in an accident, at the McCraw Law Group, we're here to help. 806-342-5900.
I found a car I love, so I went ahead and bought it. Ever since I did, people ask me where I got it. Bobby Dubé sold it to me. Bobby Dubé sold it to me. She's used, but she's a beauty. Bobby Dubé sold it to me. He sent me a lot of money, had a lot for me to choose. If you stop in, you'll be saying it too. Bobby Dubé sold it to me. Bobby Dubé sold it to me. Ooh, she's used, but she's a beauty. Bobby Dubé sold it to me.
You've got enough going on. Worrying about drinking water shouldn't be one. Get Aqua One premium water delivered. 5-gallon bottles are by the case. Stay safe. We'll deliver to your home with no contact front door delivery. Aqua One uses ozone filtration to provide the best and safest drinking water. By the case or by 5-gallon bottle to your front door with no contact delivery. Stay home. Stay safe. Order online at drinkaquaone.com or call Aqua One for delivery.
We take the stress out of collision repair. Jimmy Fincher Body Shop, the people who care. Make us your very first call. Cause at Jimmy Fincher we do it all. We fix it right, guaranteed. We don't cut corners, we do quality. Just as good as new, that's what we do. Jimmy Fincher Body Shop.
Ready for basketball, boys variety here this afternoon. District 3-5A matchup of rivals Tascosa and Amarillo High. Again, glad to have you with us. We had a great girls game. Tascosa prevailing in that one 45-35. And this one should be exciting as well. Sandys in the black uniforms. Tascosa will be in the home white. Two teams out on the floor. And a great crowd here. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you've got your shopping done. Still a little time left, thank goodness, because I've got to do some. But here we go. Basketball right now on everyone's mind. Richards jumping for the Sandys. Xavier Collins for the Rebels. It'll go Tascosa's way, moving from your right to left. And the Rebels work it down in the corner. And now work around the perimeter. Here's Ladarius Godbolt. He's been a big force for Tascosa this year. And Tascosa, again, going to Monterey. That's one of their district wins, is at Monterey, which was a big one. Godbolt not able to get that one to fall off balance. Good defense by the Sandys. Amarillo High has been good this season as well. And that's despite a lot of new faces on this Amarillo High team. We're familiar with Jackson Richards, and he takes the pass there in the corner. But after that, there weren't too many returners from last year for the Sandys. But you sure can't tell it, and that's a credit to Coach Pillion and his staff. Here's Richards outside. That shot blocked away nicely by Ben Kenny of the Rebels. And what do we have? It's out of bounds. We'll go back to the Sandys.
A little bit of a kick ball there from Kenny, but I do love the intensity that I'm seeing from this game. Very much a carryover from just a couple of moments ago with the girls. We're talking a little bit about Amarillo High. Lots of playmakers and shooters still exist with this team. Tay Maben has been absolutely great for this team at the guard spot. Jax Richards, almost self-explanatory, being one of the top players in the area. Kind of in that post interior spot, but with the versatility he brings to the table, this would be a very fun, dare I say, track meet of sorts, considering the athletes would exist on both of these teams.
And a great chess match between the two coaches, Jason Pillion and Steve Jackson. Kenny nearly got another steal there, but then he falls down and falls into Rex Reamer, and so Kenny will commit the foul. It'll be his first and the team's first. Well, we've got the full complement of scoreboard up there here in this boys game at the Tascosa Activity Center.
Of course, both Coach Jackson, Coach Pillion expect the very best out of their guys. True excellent coaches and leaders here in the Panhandle.
Reamer couldn't get the shot away. Goes back out to Jax Richards. Misfires from the left wing. And Corperning with the rebound for Tascosa. Down the floor to Godbolt in the lane. Finds an open player. That's Blackshear from the far sideline. Both teams a little cold to start off this game. It'll go back to the Sandys off the Tascosa foul.
Guys have about maybe another minute, and so we're in the same spot with the girls' game. We had to have a bucket, and we're halfway through, close to halfway through the first quarter.
And that foul, a costly one for Tascosa. Ben Kenny picking up his second personal, and he will go to the bench right off the bat.
Kenny, an absolute hustle player in every sense of the phrase. Need to have him out here on the floor, so very tough to get those two quick fouls a couple of minutes in.
Driving down the lane, left-handed shot, Patch Parr over the defender with the bucket. And Amarillo High drawing first blood.
You know, in some players' cases, you can see the clear difference of the game between year to year. Others, you can just see the confidence from a mile away. You saw that on full display there with Patch Parr.
Godbolt missing on one end. Sandys running the court well, and Parr with a driving layup this time for his fourth point. By the way, DeMarcus Gilmore came on to replace Ben Kenny for Tascosa. But another Rebels turnover. Reamer back the other way. Parr couldn't get, or Hud Schaefer couldn't get the shot away. 4:30 to play in the first quarter. So far, all Sandys. Schaefer goes to the bucket. Hard off the glass, though. Rebounded by the Rebels. Collins brings that one down. Outlet to Corpening. Picks up his dribble. Needs some help. Quickly. Finally, coming to help was Collins. He'll swing it to Gilmore. To Blackshear. He'll put it up from long range. Too long, though. And on the tie ball, alternating possession goes to Amarillo High. Well, our game is sponsored in part by McCraw Law Group, Braceros, and Bobby Doobie Motors. Also want to say thank you to Beef O'Brady's, another sponsor. They're the official watch location for TPSN live streams. You can go into Beef O'Brady's. If the game is not on, you can request it. They'll get it for you. Just under 4 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Jax Richards, soft touch from just inside the line. His first bucket of the day.
Smooth yet aggressive with that jab step, opening up that shot. He is automatic from the mid-range.
Collins for the Rebels comes to Blackshear. Collins on the wing, jump pass. Godbolt open from the right side. He can hit those, but cold so far. Collins trapped underneath, reverse shot, no good. Godbolt with the rebound, but he was falling out of bounds. Richards comes away with it for the Sandys. Bill Ismail is on, but he tried to flip it, and Godbolt was right there, and then Ismail really had no choice but other than to commit the foul. And the 6'7" senior wing of the Sandys, 6 feet 7 inches tall. I have to remember to say that.
You lead it into it now.
I know
I
probably nobody noticed I said it, but just in case. So Ismail committing his first personal. And at the line, Ladarius Godbolt for Tascosa gets the Rebels on the board.
We were talking a little bit about it before the game. You know, seeing Godbolt for another year here, you can see the differences in his game. Definitely more confident in his shot, more confident in his abilities to also kind of, you know, clank and bang down low even for his size.
Well, he's a pretty good size fellow, and he doesn't mind a little contact. And he's just a really good all-around player, and he's one of those that we've talked about before, how his confidence has really grown each year we've watched him. And he's become a leader on this Tascosa team.
100%. Sometimes confidence is all you need to truly unlock your potential.
And it's a lot like Jax Richards for Amarillo High.
Yes,
role
absolutely.
player a year ago, but now he's the main man, and he's able to carry that load with the way he's playing. Richards out near midcourt with it. 2:50 to go in the first quarter. Richards down the left side, misfires on that attempt, and it's out of bounds, and we'll go to, excuse me, it's a foul actually. So a foul on Amarillo High. That'll go, well, I don't know who the foul was against, honestly. Coach Steve Jackson questioning the official on the far side, not happy with something. Alan, was it a foul? Is that what they called?
I believe so.
Yeah, I just didn't see who it was against. They didn't post it on the scoreboard. So Sandy's basketball. Richards open in the corner. Rushed it a little bit and misses. And the rebound to Blackshear for Tascosa. And Blackshear draws the Sandys foul.
Blackshear definitely like the mismatched shoe game that he's got here today.
Clay Cameron checked in for Amarillo High. He commits his first personal foul. Rebels to get it in. They do to Godbolt. We'll work it back outside with 2:15 to go in this first quarter. Low scoring first period. Here's Godbolt on the move. Shot on the way by Gilmore, banked it in. DeMarcus Gilmore with a tray. That makes it look a lot better for the Rebels.
Bank's still open even on holiday time, you know?
It is. 6-5, Sandys lead it with the ball. 1:50 to play in the opening period. Here's Cameron, kicks it to Parr. Patch Parr across the lane. Needs help, goes to Schaefer. Maben to Cameron.
Love the rotations I'm seeing on defense.
Well, you can see how, don't you know they've done this 1,000 times in practice?
Absolutely.
This rotation, they run it well.
If from an intangible standpoint, you need to communicate. You have to talk in order for you to be a competent defense here.
But the Sandys throw it away. Korpening with the steal for Tascosa. Goes underneath. And Ismail's going to be charged with the foul. That'll be his second personal.
A little bit of a close one. I thought they may have had the whistle there for a travel. I thought I saw the foot drag just a tad bit there, but Ismail with a quick foul.
Cameron goes to the bench, and Ty Horniker is on, a 6'6" senior post for the Sandies. Godbolt muscling his way to the basket, but good defense by Parr of the Sandies.
You keep your hands up, keep your feet set.
Final minute of the opening quarter. Schaefer for the Sandies in traffic. Has it nearly stripped away, gets it to Parr. 45 seconds left. They'll go underneath. Richards with the good hands. He's dangerous in that part of the floor, and he works his way to the basket for the 2.
Way to stay with it there. Great footwork. Nice little bit of English off the glass.
4 points for Jax Richards. 25 seconds for Tascosa to work with. Blackshear.
Tough spot here.
Gets it underneath for Gilmore. Goes right to the bucket. Oh, and it looked like he was going to make the shot, but it somehow bounced off the rim. He'll get 2 free throws out of it. I think it was maybe Ty Horniker with the foul. And it is his first. Team's 4th with 16.6 seconds to go in the quarter. Gilmore, who hit a tray a minute ago, at the line now, and he's got 4 points. Horniker out, and Rex Reamer back on the floor. Coach Jason Pillion, the former, well, we've got 2 former West Texas A&M standouts as coaches here in this game. Pillion for Amarillo High, Steve Jackson for Tascosa. 1 of 2 at the line for Gilmore. It's a 2-point Sandies lead. 10 seconds to play in the first quarter. Richards through everyone. Left-handed shot, rims out. Maben with a strong offensive rebound, but he was in amongst the trees, and that will do it for the end of the first quarter of play. Close ball game, low scoring game. So far, Amarillo High after 1 leading Tascosa 8-6 on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
Beef O'Brady's prides itself on 2 simple ideas.
A place to sit down for some good food.
And a place to catch the game with your friends.
But you know what's even better?
Our daily specials are some of the best in Amarillo.
So the next time the kids are being picky.
You want to catch the game or check out some live music.
Or you're just looking for a great happy hour with friends.
Think Beef O'Brady's.
Plus online ordering and catering available.
Beef O'Brady's, where family time meets game time.
Do you have transmission problems? Scottish Transmissions has been your go-to transmission specialist since 1972 with 21st century technology featuring great old-fashioned service, minor repairs, major repairs, and specialized maintenance to increase performance and longevity. Scottish Transmission, a hometown business with a nationwide warranty, still at 4040 Canyon Drive or ScottishTransmission.com. Call Scotty's 806-358-4040.
Scotty's Transmission.
Defensive battle so far between the Sandies and the Rebels. It'll be Tascosa basketball to start the second quarter, down by 2. Our game brought to you in part by Jimmy Fincher Body Shop, Aqua One, and Amarillo Mitsubishi. Tavion Blackshear with the ball for Tascosa. Tate Maben all over him, works it to Godbolt. Here's Jack Corpening. Fires it. Right side shot no good by Xavier Collins. Sandy's back the other way. Parr with it on the wing. Swings it across the court to Schaefer. In the corner. Now they'll lob it to Richards.
Ooh, that was beautiful.
Jax Richards with the under and up move for the bucket.
Great patience there.
Sandy's lead is 4. Shot on the way from the wing by Corpening, no good. Godbolt with the offensive rebound. His shot underneath, no good. Reamer saves it for the Sandies. 6:45 to go in the second quarter. Richards gets away from Godbolt. Fires in the corner for Schaefer. Maben to Richards. for three, no good. Corpening with another rebound for Tascosa.
Tascosa, as we're seeing, not as fast to get out into transition, but big three there from Godbolt.
Soft touch from the big man. Ladarius Godbolt with his first tray. He's got 5 and pulls Tascosa to within 1. 6:05 to go in the second quarter.
If the Rebels are going to win this game, we're going to see a lot of that shot from beyond the arc. He was great at that last year. Certainly, again, gaining that confidence going into this year.
Richards, well, they just can't stop him down low, or at least haven't so far. He's got 8.
A true X factor in every sense of it as well. Can also put the ball on the floor, one of the better ball handlers with this Amarillo High team. They have the work cut out for them on the defensive end, the Rebels do.
Here's Godbolt into the lane, double team to Corpening to Blackshear. From the corner, misfires on the 3. Tascosa is going to have to hit those today to stay in this one with the Sandys. Schaefer will try it and hit it from the left wing.
Waiting to see if he could find a read. Then he found out that he was the read. Stepped into the shot. Great form there.
And Tate Mabin, thought they might call him for a foul. Well, they did. So Mabin a little too tight on the defense there. Picks up his first. And the team's first with 5 minutes and a little change to go in the second quarter.
The intensity still here with both of these schools.
Kind of waiting on one of these teams to break out of things offensively, and so far they haven't. Kenny is back into the game. Ben Kenny playing with 2 personals for Tascosa. Richards gets around the defender, and that's where Kenny really can't defend like he wants to because of the foul situation. Richards already with 10 for the Sandys.
Again, if they can't find a way to try and make him uncomfortable or even throw out a double team, this could be a very long afternoon for the Rebels.
Well, that was Jax Richards, wasn't it? Or did I?
Yes.
Okay, thought so. They did put it on the board immediately, but they do now. Coming up on the 4-minute mark to play in this second quarter. Rebels need a bucket. Trying to get it is Collins, and he does. A 3, in fact. Xavier Collins with the tray. Keeps Tascosa within striking distance, down by 5 with 4:07 to play in the second quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout here on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
Sinking driveway? Call Legacy Support Works. Settling patio? Call Legacy Support Works. Uneven pool deck? Call Legacy Support Works. Collapsing stoop? Call Legacy Support Works. Cracking sidewalk? That's right, call Legacy Support Works.
Foundation repair doesn't get better with time. It gets better with Legacy Support Works.
Call Legacy Support Works today.
Back here after the timeout, 17-12. Sandys lead Tascosa. And it will be Amarillo High ball.
Tascosa settling back into their man-to-man look here.
Reamer into the front court, guarded closely by Ladarius Godbolt. Gets it to Parr. He's double teamed. Back to Reamer, to Mabin, underneath for Horniker, who fumbles it away. And we've got a foul against the Rebels, it looks like.
Thought it may have just been off by a split second. The ball getting out of bounds at the baseline here, but I think that might ended up. I think that was the call.
Foul goes against Amarillo High's Ty Horniker, who picks up his second. Rebels ball trying to cut into the 5-point deficit. Blackshear along the baseline gets it to Corpening. Launches a 3. Can't get it to fall. Horniker runs it down for the Sandys. To Richards in the corner. Reamer lines up a tray. Misses. Mabin kept it alive. They chase it, and it goes to Reamer of the Sandys. To Richards. Parr open on the wing. Rattles it in. Patch Parr from downtown. He's got 7.
Knockdown shooters galore exist with this Sandy squad.
And again, Tascosa is going to need to shoot well from the perimeter themselves to stay in this one. So far, they haven't really done that well.
Great pass.
Kenny from just beyond the right elbow misses, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tascosa. Well, start them young with Amarillo National Bank Student Visa Debit Card, offering real-world money skills, parent-approved spending, financial know-how, and yes, a cash bonus for good grades at Amarillo National Bank. 2:45 to counting to go in the second quarter. Amarillo High with the ball, up by 8. Both teams undefeated in district play so far. Sandy's at 3-0, Rebels 2-0. Parr to Reamer. Reamer gets it back, misses badly on the three-point attempt, but run down by Tate Maben, dumps it off to Rex Reamer, who banks it in. Oh, he's called for traveling, though. Sandy's fans wanted a foul with the bucket, but instead, the turnover against Amarillo High.
Another split-second call there. Of course, got Kenny up there on the fake. That would have been his 3rd foul.
Sure would have. So big break there for Tascosa. They get the ball back, down by 8 as we approach 2 minutes to play in the first half. Jack Corpening gets it to Ben Kenny. Ladarius Godbolt, and boy, he is good on that catch and shoot, as you see there on his second tray of the day.
Real quick trigger there.
I mean, real quick. About as quick as you can have. He almost looks like he's off balance when he gets it. He launches it. It looks a little unorthodox, but
very
boy,
much.
It works, as he's drained a couple of threes.
Like I said, going to need a lot more of that if Tascosa is going to come out with the win.
Tate Maben misses from the right wing.
Great board from Kenny. Just snatching it right out of Horniker's hands.
Rebels try to take advantage. Down by 5. 1:10 to play in the first half.
Good fake.
Godbolt comes open again. That one a little strong. And Blackshear's going to be charged for the reach-in. That'll be his first personal. And the first team foul with a minute to go. Richards got a breather for a moment on the bench, so he's back in now for the Sandies.
Richards had a fantastic first quarter. Obviously wanted to look to build off of that, but I would like to also think Coach Jackson knows that Jax Richards is trying to build off of that.
Final minute of the first half. Schaefer finally gets it to Richards. Goes to Clay Cameron, who's back on the floor for the Sandies. He's been a good bench player for Amarillo High. Schaefer near midcourt. Cameron comes open on the baseline. Can't get it to drop. Offensive rebound by Tate Maben, and then Godbolt rejects that Reamer attempt. Sandy's ball, 16.7 seconds left in the first half. They lob it in, but a little too far for Tate Maben. Here's Blackshear for Tascosa, and it's knocked away off of the Sandies. So it will belong to the Rebels with 12.7 seconds left. Patch Parr didn't get to rest long. Clay Cameron comes back out, and he's going to, Coach Pillia not real happy with him, I think, at the moment. 8 seconds for Tascosa.
Trying to get a good shot here.
Down to 5. They're a long way from the basket. Corpening down the left side of the lane, and a beautiful bank shot. Jack Corpening beats the buzzer for Tascosa and gives them a big bucket to end the first half on. And draws Tascosa to within 3 here at the break. 20-17. Amarillo High leading. Back after this timeout here on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
BritCare has been working to make your daily routine a little easier for over 25 years. And now you can track your blood sugar with real-time readings without the finger sticks. Stop by and speak with one of our experts about continuous glucose monitors. You can pick it up on site or get it shipped directly to your door. Plus, we will work directly with your doctor. We're here, we're local, and we'll always be there for you. BritCare Home Medical, 1800 South Coulter.
Sinking driveway? Call Legacy Support Works. Settling patio? Call Legacy Support Works. Uneven pool deck? Call Legacy Support Works. Collapsing stoop? Call Legacy Support Works. Cracking sidewalk? That's right, call Legacy Support Works.
Foundation repair doesn't get better with time. It gets better with Legacy Support Works.
Call Legacy Support Works today.
Beef O'Brady's prides itself on two simple ideas.
A place to sit down for some good food.
And a place to catch the game with your friends.
But you know what's even better?
Our daily specials are some of the best in Amarillo.
So the next time the kids are being picky,
you want to catch the game or check out some live music,
or you're just looking for a great happy hour with friends,
think Beef O'Brady's.
Plus online ordering and catering available.
Beef O'Brady's, where family time meets game time.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Do you know an outstanding student athlete? Someone who goes above and beyond with grades, overcoming obstacles, achievements, and talent? Then nominate them for CIB, Commercial Industrial Builders GOAT of the Week. We'll choose and highlight one high school student of the week who knows what it takes to be a GOAT. For more information and to nominate your GOAT, head to newschannel10.com. Don't wait. Let us know who your GOAT is.
Well, we've seen some GOATs today, I think, Alan.
Yes.
Possibly, as we have had great performances in both the girls and boys games here this afternoon between these two teams. The Lady Sandys and Lady Rebels, a couple of top 10 teams earlier today did battle, and it was a 10-point Tascosa win, but it was not easy. That was a great ball game by those two teams, but the Lady Rebels got the win. So far, it's been the Sandys boys team with the advantage here in the guys contest. 20-17, the halftime score. Amarillo High led by 2 at the end of the first quarter, 8-6. So neither team really just lighting it up offensively. Defenses have a lot to do with that, though. Both playing good defense. In the second quarter, it was Amarillo High outscoring Tascosa, but only 12-11. So it is a 3-point lead here at the break for the Sandys, 20-17. Individual scoring totals, Jax Richards leads Amarillo High with 10. Patch Parr has 7. The only other player to score so far is Hud Schaefer with a 3-point basket. For Tascosa, Ladarius Godbolt leads the way with 8. 4 points for DeMarcus Gilmore, 3 for Tyzavian Collins, and 2 for Jack Corpening. 20-17, Sandy's on top of the Rebels. We'll come back with more here at halftime right after this on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
Sinking driveway? Call Legacy Support Works. Settling patio? Call Legacy Support Works. Uneven pool deck? Call Legacy Support Works. Collapsing stoop? Call Legacy Support Works. Cracking sidewalk? That's right, call Legacy Support Works.
Foundation repair doesn't get better with time. It gets better with Legacy Support Works.
Call Legacy Support Works today.
This is Holden at 10. No budget, no spending alerts, no shot. And this is Future Holden. When Holden was 10, Mom signed him up for Amarillo National's Student Visa Debit Card. That first account helped him learn about money early, smart spending, budgeting, and a cash bonus for good grades.
So, what do we use our cash rewards for?
We took Bella to prom.
It's not too late to get your own student card.
Beef O'Brady's prides itself on two simple ideas.
A place to sit down for some good food.
And a place to catch the game with your friends.
But you know what's even better?
Our daily specials are some of the best in Amarillo.
So the next time the kids are being picky.
You want to catch the game or check out some live music.
Or you're just looking for a great happy hour with friends.
Think Beef O'Brady's.
Plus online ordering and catering available.
Beef O'Brady's, where family time meets game time.
Getting to work with the family means the world to us. I'm Matt Baratino. We've got Wild Texan Farm in Jourdanton, Texas, where we raise poultry and pork, all direct to consumer. So we're out at farmers markets. We sell online via our website as well. We found Capital Farm Credit through an online Google search. Our local loan officer really walked us through how we could get a land loan to really start our farm. Being able to teach your family how to raise your own food. There's something special about it. And the biggest thing that I've learned through all of this is together we're better.
We were in a car accident shortly after leaving church on Mother's Day.
The McCraw Law Group was really there for us. As soon as they got a hold of the case, everything was prompt.
We were compensated fairly, and the most important thing of all is we were able to restore our time with our boys. I think if someone were to ask us for any advice, if they were in an accident, it would definitely be to call McCraw Law Group.
If you've been injured in an accident, at the McCraw Law Group, we're here to help. 806-342-5900.
Well, these two teams will be taking a bit of a break for the holidays, or I guess it is really for Christmas, because they'll be back in action late next week with holiday tournaments, and then right back into district play on January the 2nd. So we will look forward to that for sure. I know that Amarillo High will have a big doubleheader with Monterey when they come back to play here in a couple of weeks. That will be on January the 2nd, and then Tascosa, of course, will be, I believe, in their next matchup, district matchup, at Lubbock Cooper. So really big games the rest of the way for these two teams in district play. Our next live stream will be that Amarillo High Monterey doubleheader on January the 2nd. And then we'll also have Tascosa back on January the 6th as they host teams from Palo Duro. That should be a fun doubleheader as well. So we'll look forward to that. You can find our schedule at tpsnsports.com. And then, of course, all of the rest of the sports news from the great staff at News Channel 10, including highlights of this doubleheader today. Let's take a timeout, and we'll come back with the start of the third quarter with the Sandies leading the Rebels by 3 here on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
You've got enough going on. Worrying about drinking water shouldn't be one. Get Aqua One premium water delivered. 5-gallon bottles are by the case. Stay safe. We'll deliver to your home with no contact front door delivery. Aqua One uses ozone filtration to provide the best and safest drinking water. By the case or by 5-gallon bottle to your front door with no contact delivery. Stay home. Stay safe. Order online at drinkaquaone.com or call Aqua One for delivery.
It shouldn't take a game plan to get into your garage. Call Dawkins Overhead Doors today.
Beauty, quality, great service, and more. Dawkins Overhead Doors.
Cracks in walls? Sticking doors? Panhandle Foundation Repair provides a lifetime transferable warranty on your foundation repair. As long as the house is around, the owner and foundation are covered. Call Panhandle Foundation Repair for the best foundation repair warranty in the business. 373-4000. Panhandle Foundation Repair is the choice when it comes to your home's foundation because of their lifetime transferable warranty on foundation repair. 373-4000.
Craving fajitas? Come to Braceros Mexican Grill and Bar on 6th Street and Braceros downtown on Wednesdays to get your choice of fajitas for $13.99. Chicken, beef, shrimp, or combination, all for $13.99. Only at Braceros.
Back here at the Tascosa Activity Center. Merry Christmas, everyone. Here it is 2 days before Christmas, and we've had a great day of basketball. Still some left here in the second half. And Alan, what do you expect to see from these two teams here in the second half?
I mean, I would love to see more buckets. I mean, rather low-scoring first half. We spoke a little bit about it during the halftime report. But, I mean, in all seriousness, when it comes to Amarillo's sides of things, they've played some solid basketball up to this point. Would love to see the size be utilized a bit more. Jackson just had a really solid first quarter. Petered off just a tad bit, but, of course, when it comes to the shooters and the playmakers that exist still with that team, they're able to hold that lead. So to kind of keep grinding, keep sticking to their MO. This should be in a really good position. For this being one of my first times seeing Tascosa this season, I still love what Ladarius Galtboat has been doing. We need to see a lot more of those quick trigger looks, and they need to find him along the perimeter if they want to come back in this game.
You kind of get the feeling that you could see either team break out at any time,
yes.
But we really haven't seen that in the first half.
And again, props to both coaches, Coach Jackson and Coach Pilling, for, again, as you mentioned, a very solid chess match now a half of the game of the way through.
Sandy's work it down low to Richards, and Corperning, I believe, is going to get called for the reach-in foul. Jack Corperning, just his first personal. We haven't had a lot of fouls in the game. That's good.
Always love the type of chippy play when it comes to rivalry games, with district ball games. All for the gamesmanship, nothing to derail the game, of course.
Just intense, always is, between these two schools. Gosh, we've had some great battles. And that's going to be a foul on Tascosa, trying to defend Jax Richards. That's easier said than done.
And as we were mentioning, just to start out the quarter already, only a couple of seconds in, but Jax has really stayed in that interior, stayed in that post.
Xavier Collins picking up his first personal and second team foul. Jackson goes way out for that three-point attempt. Ben Kenny hauls down the rebound. Blackshear to Godbolt on the break. Too strong off the glass. Got a little too far, had his momentum carry him a little too far. But he gets a steal. Nice takeaway. Let's see what he does with it. How about an easy layup? That works for two just as well.
Gotta love it. That's a good way to make up for that last mistake there. Short-term memory. That's the name of the game. Get back on the other side of the floor and make a play for your team.
Parr with it in the corner for the Sandys. Lobs it to Reamer. Stripped away by Blackshear. Rebels thought it went off of Reamer, but officials don't agree.
Student section definitely doesn't agree over there, which they've been raucous. They've been going all night.
They can't even see what's happening, but they're going to disagree no matter what. Oh gosh, something wrong with them if they didn't. Underneath, Parr going to the basket. Strong move for the bucket.
Great move there. Way to stick with it. Physical ball is the name of the game if you want to be a district champion.
That was a physical move. He's got 9 in the game for the Sandys. Blackshear along the baseline, and he stepped on the baseline. You know, I honestly, even from here, I thought he did too, and the official was quick to call it.
Absolutely.
And so it'll go back to the Sandys.
Props to the officials, of course.
Oh, they do a great job, don't they? I don't know how they see everything, but they do most of it anyway. Six minutes to play in this third quarter. It's been tight throughout. Richards forced to the sideline by Collins.
Ben Kenny back on the floor here, but you need to be careful. Certainly have some shifty guys that you're trying to defend around the perimeter. Definitely don't want to get called for that third foul so early in the second half.
Here is Cameron down the lane, finds Richards on the wing. Too strong on that three-point attempt. He doesn't usually miss those. Corperning through bodies. Richards strips it away and steals it. And then has some trouble controlling it. It'll go back to the Rebels.
Don't think I've ever seen a tangle up, like a self-induced tangle up there. I don't think I've ever seen that in my life.
It did look a little strange, didn't it?
Somebody got to come to the ball here.
Finally, they find Blackshear with it. Collins was waving for some help.
Love the way Blackshear's been playing. Really fearless, very quick at the guard position as well.
Little bump there by the Sandys.
You can tell Tascosa, they've loved trying to get to the baseline, trying to find that whip pass to the corner, to the wing. All eyes on the ball handler that should open up an open shooter along the perimeter. You just need one of those shooters to be somebody like a Ladarius Godbolt.
Second personal foul on Clay Cameron of the Sandies. As we approach 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. 3-point Amarillo High lead over Tascosa. Rebels back it out near midcourt. Work to Godbolt. Misses the 3-point attempt. Rebounded by Schaefer of the Sandies. Takes it down the sideline. Cameron swings it left side to Richards.
Cannot afford to give up that baseline.
Cameron finds Maben open in the corner. Shot no good though. It's tipped around. Ben Kenny with the rebound. Strong defensive board. Corperning pulls up from 15 and hits it.
Great presence of mind for the stop and pop.
His 4th point of the game. And Tascosa back to within 1. Midway through this third quarter, Coach Jason Pillion wants a timeout. 4:11 left in the third. 1-point game back at 30 seconds here on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
You've got enough going on. Worrying about drinking water shouldn't be one. Get Aqua One premium water delivered. 5-gallon bottles are by the case. Stay safe. We'll deliver to your home with no contact front door delivery. Aqua One uses ozone filtration to provide the best and safest drinking water. By the case or by 5-gallon bottle to your front door with no contact delivery. Stay home. Stay safe. Order online at drinkaquaone.com or call Aqua One for delivery.
Been a great day of basketball as the Lady Rebels knocked off the Lady Sandies earlier in a top 10 matchup. And we were also excited for this first place battle among boys teams between the Sandies and the Rebels. 22-21 still anybody's game, Allen. And we haven't seen a whole lot of offense like we talked about in the break, but at least it's close. And right now, the way we're going, it's going to be a great finish.
A true stalemate. True showdown, if you will, one of those classic whoever blinks first.
Yeah. Who's going to take control? So far, neither team. Sandies have, I think, led the entire way. But Tascosa has kept it close. Bill Ismail back on the floor for the Sandies.
Trying to find a good look here. Love seeing the defense from both of these teams.
Schaefer goes between defenders and it's swatted away. Last touch by the Rebels.
Great job for both schools pointing that emphasis on the rebounding sides of things as well, especially when it comes to defensive rebounds. Both teams can definitely get something going when second chance opportunities present themselves.
Collins almost had a steal on that inbounds play. Kenny creates some problems there and takes it away for Tascosa. Rebels with a chance to go in front. Kenny on the wing, goes to Blackshear. Or now to Blackshear, that's actually DeMarcus Gilmore in the corner. Gilmore swings it to Collins. Back to Blackshear. 3:20 to go in the third.
Interesting matchup right here.
Blackshear couldn't get the shot away. Gilmore does, but it's off the back of the rim. It's on the floor. Bodies everywhere. It stays with Tascosa. Good hustle by both teams to try to get that loose ball.
Again, this is what you live for district matchups.
You know, in Amarillo High, they give the hashtag on all their social media, floor burn high.
Oh, yes.
And now you see why. Tascosa was the same way. Now the officials get together and change the call and give it to Amarillo High as we hit the 3-minute mark to play in this third quarter. Rebels get the double team. Quick whistle on the reach in. I think that's going to be Collins. It's either Collins or Gilmore, one of the two. It'll be DeMarcus Gilmore picking up his first. Third team foul on Tascosa. Richards trapped in the corner.
Love the double team.
Gets it out to Cameron. Now they'll swing it to Parr in the corner. Back to Cameron along the baseline. Has a size advantage over Blackshear, and he uses it. Clay Cameron with a heads-up move. And gets it to drop. Sandys by 3.
See Amarillo back in a man-to-man look. They did have some success in the 2-3 zone, of course. They want to try and find those shooters along the perimeter. Haven't had a whole lot of success in the paint offensively.
Baseline shot by Blackshear, no good. Fast break for the Sandys. Maben controls it, but then loses it. Kenny back the other way with the steal. And he'll take it in. It rolls off the rim, no good. Korperning with the rebound. Gets it to Collins, but he can't control it, and the Sandys swipe it away.
Had to look for that one. Had Blackshear open at the top of the key.
Richards underneath. Gets the bucket and the foul. Chance for a three-point play for Jax Richards.
It's so patient and composed with the ball. Lethal in the triple threat. Lethal coming downhill, ripping through there to the baseline.
Richards' first bucket of the third quarter off the third foul by Ben Kenny of Tascosa. And Richards gets the and one. He's got 13 with 1:35 to play in the third quarter. Amarillo High now back out to a 6-point advantage. Collins trapped in the corner. Finds Korperning. Now Godbolt. Kenny along the baseline. Maben with the steal, and then how about that heads-up play? Steals it, finds himself in the air, turns and hits it off of DeMarcus Gilmore, and it's Sandys basketball.
Heads-up play from a tremendous heads-up player. He's been amazing. Very hard nose here at the guard spot.
Yeah, he's a worker, no doubt about it. Richards from the wing thought he might try the tray. Instead goes into the paint. Jump shot from 14, no good. Kenny with another defensive rebound for Tascosa. 50 seconds left. Sorry, Alan.
No, you're fine. A little bit of a tough landing there just now from Richards.
A lot of traffic, and DeMarcus Gilmore is fouled. Second team foul on the Sandys. Rex Reamer with his first personal. Kenny is going to go to the bench now with 3 personal fouls, and Chet Creary comes on to replace him. A couple of subs for the Sandys as well.
Gonna need to see some big moments here out of Creary.
Inbounds play, and boy, the Rebels got what they wanted. Collins couldn't get it to fall though, but does get to go to the free throw line. Foul against Amarillo High's Rex Reamer, his second.
Nice job there. If he had a little bit of the height advantage, great presence of mind there.
Ismail with 2, Reamer with 2, and Horniker with 2 for the Sandys. And then also Clay Cameron with 2. Ben Kenny really the only person in any sort of trouble for Tascosa. He's got 3.
Look, every team needs that type of extra effort player, one who's more than willing to be on the floor, get dirty. Ben Kenny has been amazing at that spot, but you need to be careful there with 2 fouls left to give.
1 of 2 at the line for Tyzavian Collins. And with 38 seconds left, it's a 5-point Sandys lead. Amarillo High ball. Motion offense out near midcourt. Patch Parr on the dribble. Goes to Hud Schaefer. 25 seconds left. Richards comes out near midcourt.
Love to see a drive and kick situation here. See if you can find somebody open on the wing.
Down to 15 seconds. Sandy's going to look for that final shot. Richards to Parr. Ball tipped and stolen by Tascosa. Korperning down to Godbolt. 2 seconds left. Blocked by Richards at the buzzer, or was that Parr actually? Patch Parr with the block. And that keeps Tascosa off the board as the third quarter ends. Amarillo High 27, Tascosa 22. Back with the fourth quarter in a moment here on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
I was involved in a motor vehicle collision. I experienced neck and back pain. The pain was so severe that I had a hard time working. I was referred to McCraw by a family friend. I knew I was in good hands the moment that I spoke with them. I've never felt more taken care of. I got the treatment that I needed and am able to go back to work and pursue my education. And that is all thanks to McCraw Law Group.
If you've been injured in an accident, at the McCraw Law Group, we're here to help. 806-342-5900.
This is Holden at 10. No budget, no spending alerts, no shot. And this is Future Holden. When Holden was 10, Mom signed him up for Amarillo National Student Visa Debit Card. That first account helped him learn about money early, smart spending, budgeting, and a cash bonus for good grades.
So, what do we use our cash rewards for?
We took Bella to prom.
It's not too late to get your own student card.
Ready for the fourth quarter of play. Not much scoring in that third period. A lot of defense. Sandy's outscoring Tascosa 7-5 to increase their 3-point halftime lead up to 5 at the end of the third quarter. Rebels to throw it in bounds, but they lose it. Collins and Gilmore couldn't get it in. So Sandy's will get it first to start this fourth quarter. Richards trapped near midcourt. Yeah, Godbolt got a hand on it, so no over and back.
Let's space it out here.
Richards working against Collins. Backdoor cut to Reamer. Tried to find Horniker, it's knocked away. Richards recovers it. And Rex Reamer is left unguarded, and he'll put it up and in for 3. His first points of the day and a big basket.
A little bit of chaos there, stuck with it though. Great form there for the 3.
Yeah, there was a lot of chaos there on that possession. Here's Gilmore finding Godbolt in the corner, trying to answer the 3, but can't do it. Richards with the rebound for the Sandys. 1 minute gone into the fourth quarter. Amarillo High with their biggest lead of the day at 8. Richards tries to make it more, but it's no good. From the left wing, run down by Tascosa's Tyzavian Collins. Boy, that would have helped the Sandys' cause there. Rebels looking to counter. Corpening along the baseline. Fall away jumper. Good defense by Ty Horniker to disrupt that shot. Big height advantage for Horniker.
Horniker's playing really well there those first couple of moments of the fourth quarter there. Getting in position, getting in the way of Ben Kenny, who's been absolutely glass cleaning on the defensive side.
Corpening on the inbounds play. Hits the bucket from the left corner. And that is a 3-point shot. Wanted to make sure it was a 3-pointer and a big one for Jack Corpening and the Rebels. Timeout on the floor. Back after this on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
Beef O'Brady's prides itself on 2 simple ideas.
A place to sit down for some good food.
And a place to catch the game with your friends.
But you know what's even better?
Our daily specials are some of the best in Amarillo.
So the next time the kids are being picky.
You want to catch the game or check out some live music.
Or you're just looking for a great happy hour with friends.
Think Beef O'Brady's.
Plus online ordering and catering available.
Beef O'Brady's, where family time meets game time.
Well, with Amarillo National Bank Student Visa Debit Card, you can teach your kids all about money early, smart spending, building a budget. There's even a cash bonus for good grades at Amarillo National Bank. And thanks to all of our sponsors making our coverage of high school basketball possible, including Jimmy Fincher Body Shop, Aqua One, and Amarillo Mitsubishi. It's funny, Alan, you mentioned during one of the breaks, you would think with such little scoring, this would be a boring game, but it's anything but.
It's a thriller. Again, everything you can ask for a district matchup, a rivalry matchup, 2 legacy-filled programs here in the Amarillo area. This is going to be a really fun finish here these last couple of minutes.
Sandy's basketball with a 5-point lead over Tascosa. Amarillo High in the half court.
Still want to get into your offense, find some rotations here. In a close game like this, though, this is where your stars need to be the stars. Let Jax Richard be the playmaker that he is.
And right there, he makes the play. Tough bucket. Richards gets it to go down. He's got 15.
Classic case, great defense, better offense there.
Godbolt's been kind of quiet in the second half. He only has 2 points in the second half for Tascosa. Gilmore, or rather Collins, thought he was fouled. It goes out of bounds. Sandy's touched it last, apparently.
Would have been a really soft pass if that was the case for Collins.
Yeah, I thought so too. I mean, when you miss it that bad, it's usually because you get hacked on the arm. Blackshear to Corpening. Hit one a moment ago, hits another one. And a good time for it. Rebels needed it, and they're back to within 4.
Big moments here for the Rebels. Guy got to stop right here.
Jack Corpening with 10 now for Tascosa. Jax Richards swings it to Maben in the corner for Schaefer. Underneath now to Richards, posting up. Now he's got to be careful lowering that shoulder, but no foul called. It's a travel instead. And good defense, I believe, by Tyzavian Collins there.
Yes, absolutely great defense there. Similar thing, maybe off by a split second later, that probably would have been a foul on Collins. Had a little bit of action there across Jax Richards' head and his face there.
DeMarcus Gilmore replaces Collins, who gets a breather. With 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Tascosa down by 4. And with the ball, Corpening puts it on the floor to Godbolt. Thought about the three-pointer, but Parr rather in his pocket, so he couldn't get away. He's open now. Corpening, long 3 off the front of the rim. Run down by the Rebels. Gilmore with the rebound. Godbolt to Blackshear. To Corpening.
Right there on the baseline.
And that's just, it's a case you wonder, why do they get so close to the baseline? It's that defense forcing, using that baseline as an extra
100%.
defender.
100%. You're in no man's land, truly, if you're getting forced to the corner there, especially if you pick up your dribble, not the best spot to be in.
We've seen other teams, but the Sandys really do that well. Underneath, Parr couldn't get it away. Midway through this fourth quarter, Sandys by 4 from the corner. Reamer's shot, no good. Or that was Maben, actually, who missed that one. Blackshear for the Rebels. In trouble on the baseline. Finds Kenny. Outside, Corpening's open, and he hits the 3. 13 in the game for Jack Corpening, including 3 trays in the fourth quarter. And the Rebels are back to within 1. Timeout on the court. 3:46 left. We're back in 30 seconds on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
Sinking driveway? Call Legacy Support Works. Settling patio? Call Legacy Support Works. Uneven pool deck? Call Legacy Support Works. Collapsing stoop? Call Legacy Support Works. Cracking sidewalk? That's right. Call Legacy Support Works.
Foundation repair doesn't get better with time. It gets better with Legacy Support Works.
Call Legacy Support Works today.
Back here at the Tascosa Activity Center, wrapping up a great day of basketball. Our final live streams of 2025. Gosh, I wish I'd have gone back and counted up how many we've done. It's in this calendar year, I'm sure it's probably up around, at least 200. If not 250.
Had some great football games in the fall.
Absolutely.
To say it's been a fun start to the basketball season, it's putting it very lightly here in the 806.
Sandy's ball, but they only lead by 1. Here's Patch Parr.
If you're Tascosa, you have to get a stop right here.
Time starting to become a factor with 3:20 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Great rotations here.
Parr picks up the dribble, goes to Reamer. Now Richards comes to the corner. Swings it cross court. Maben can't get the shot away. Tascosa defense closing quickly. Schaefer now down the lane. Almost fell down. It goes right to Gilmore for Tascosa. He'll take it all the way, and it's an offensive foul. Blackshear does not agree. Patch par with the defense for the Sandies.
Got to get there quick. You got to beat them to the spot. Keep your feet set. Blackshear, one of the quicker guards we have in the area, but not quick enough to get the blocking call.
Boy, that was big. Sandies get the ball back. Under 3 minutes left.
First team foul of the quarter, mind you.
For anybody, yeah. Parr down the lane. Oh, he misses it off the rim, though. Somehow did not fall. A break there for the Rebels.
You can get it rotated here.
Godbolt.
You got to find him.
Collins missed it. Richards with the rebound. Not a bad look for Tascosa there. Just couldn't connect. Parr on the dribble. Comes left side to Schaefer. Finds Reamer open. He hit one there a minute ago. Misses that one, too strong. Collins with the rebound. Maben picks his pocket. Misses the shot, though. And Corpening ahead to Blackshear now for Tascosa. Under the bucket. Kicks it in the corner. Godbolt surrounded. He'll go outside. Three-point attempt. No good for Collins. Sandy's trying to save it. It goes to Godbolt. And then they throw it away.
Guys are getting too eager. You've had multiple looks. Well, Harberger's been open there along the perimeter. He's been on a tear in this fourth quarter. They just couldn't find him.
Clock down to 1:51 left, and a big defensive stop there for the Sandies with help from the Rebels. Corpening nearly stole it on the inbounds pass. Tascosa's got plenty of fouls to give. In fact, both teams do. Timeout, Coach Jason Pillion and the Sandies with 1:43 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's a one-point game on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
Found a car I love, so I went ahead and bought it. Ever since I did, people ask me where I got it. Bobby Doobie sold it to me. Bobby Doobie sold it to me. She's used, but she's a beauty. Bobby Doobie sold it to me. He saved me a lot of money, had a lot for me to choose. If you stop in, you'll be saying it too. Bobby Doobie sold it to me. Bobby Doobie sold it to me. Ooh, she's used, but she's a beauty. Bobby Doobie sold it to me.
Well, this one's going to go right down to the wire, as we pretty much had in the girls' game. Tascosa Lady Rebels ended up winning that one by 10. They pulled away late to secure the win. And now it's anybody's game here in the boys' contest.
Look, I'll say it right now as if I haven't said it in different iterations already. Regardless of the finish, this is definitely one of the better doubleheaders that we have had here throughout the early bits of this season. What a way to end 2025. Two tremendous teams, a tremendous rivalry here in the 806. Phenomenal girls game, boys game, much the same. I mean, if anything, this is very much a halftime score, 32-31, with how talented both of these teams are offensively. But that just goes into the chippiness and especially the great strategy from both coaches. Now 3 3/4 of the way through.
All right, let's see who's going to take control of this one. Sandy's. Oh, they had it, and they threw it away.
Overshot it. But again, you see Coach playing there just now. You got to get back. Short-term memory, force a stop, make an impact to get back on the offense.
I like that positivity from Coach Pillion. He knows the game's on the line. You can't correct right now. You just got to encourage. Rebels have a shot at it, though.
And here's the guy who's been on a tear. He needs the ball in his hands here. Make a play, see if you can find somebody open.
Jack Corpening goes to Godbolt in the corner. Kenny. Rebels try to avoid the double team. Down to 1:20 left to go. Blackshear. Now Corpening again to the right elbow. Swings it to Godbolt. Thought about the tray. Now a step back three-pointer. Godbolt with a huge bucket. 13 for Ladarius Godbolt. Tascosa leads by 2. Timeout on the court with 1:05 left to play. How about that, Allen, for coming through in the clutch?
I cannot lie to you. The first thought that came to my head is definitely something I cannot say over the airwaves, but holy smokes. Let's just say that. Holy smokes. What a shot. Rather quiet offensive second half for Ladarius Godbolt, but as we've said it, the stars need to be the stars in big moments in district matchups. It cannot get any bigger than that.
Wow, he's had, as you said, only 2 points in the second half up to that point. But that is as big a bucket as anyone has had today. Of course, Jack Corpening has had some big threes in this fourth quarter to get Tascosa in position.
Yes.
And now Ladarius Godbolt delivering to get Tascosa in front. Now it's up to the Sandys. Can they counter with a big bucket? Coach Pillion busy instructing his team on the far side, as is Coach Jackson for Tascosa.
100%. If there's one thing that we know about the Sandys, they stay cool under pressure. You have the right guy to draw up the play, and you have multiple guys on the floor that can really make something happen, especially, of course, number 15, Jax Richards.
Tascosa will apply pressure in the backcourt.
But again, here's the thing. You don't want to try and force anything. You still have time to get an efficient shot. Worst case, you tie the game. That's all you can ask for outside of course, taking the lead.
Sandys work around the perimeter. It's on the floor. What do we got? A tie ball. Possession arrow stays with Amarillo High. And a big break for the Sandys.
And who else but Ben Kenny there, diving for the loose ball for the Rebels. Again, you need those extra effort players to make those types of plays. Those separate good from great, great from championship caliber teams.
Well, and I'm not sure who it was. It might have been Clay Cameron, realizing that was going to be a backcourt violation for the Sandys, and he dove to keep it from going to midcourt. So great plays on both sides. Here's Patch Parr falling down, and the ball is loose. It goes out somehow to Richards, misses the shot, still on the floor. And we've got a timeout taken by Amarillo High as Pillion grabbed possession with 32, or sorry, not Pillion. Pillion called the timeout, but Richards in front of Coach Pillion got possession of the ball. And just over 30 seconds left. The Sandys will throw it inbounds along the baseline, according to the officials, when we come back after a timeout. Wow, crazy.
This has been incredible. We had a feeling it was going to be a crazy finish. I didn't think it was going to be pandemonium for the finish here.
The intensity it kind of was a lull there for a while, but boy, it has jumped up in a hurry here down the stretch.
Again, not one but two heavyweight fights here, this doubleheader at the Tascosa Activity Center.
Let's see what Amarillo High has dialed up here with 32.6 seconds left. Tascosa leads by 2. Sandy's ball. They get it into Richards. Guarded by Collins. Richards into the lane. Puts it up and in. Tie ball game.
Stars need to be the stars.
Rebels have plenty of time. 20 seconds left. Here's Corpening. Backs it out near midcourt. Maben reaches in. Corpening is fouled. Or no, Rebels get a timeout.
Great timeout call here. 10.8 left. Coach Jackson, draw up your best play. Worst case scenario, we got some extra basketball here at the Tascosa Activity Center.
10.8 seconds left. Tascosa able to call the 30-second timeout to see if they can set up a play and then execute it. Sandys are going to be all over them on defense.
What a way to end 2025, man. What a way to get into the holiday season, folks.
And just think, we've got a whole month and a half of this coming up in the new year with great games on TPSN. And again, a reminder that we'll have coverage of our Canyon ISD teams as well. We can only do audio streams of those games, but we'll have that for you. Then video streams of the AISD games as district titles and playoff berths are decided. Here we go. Corpening takes the inbounds pass for Tascosa, and he throws it away. Steal by Tate Maben. Timeout, Amarillo High with 5.2 seconds left. And the Sandys fans come to their feet. Well, now it's an opportunity for Amarillo High to dial up a last-second play.
I've got chills, man. If I can take a word from the great John Travolta, I got chills, and they're multiplying, guys. They are multiplying right now.
Hey, I like it. I like it. From the Grease soundtrack.
Great movie. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Great.
yeah. Wow. What a game. What an afternoon, as Alan's already said, with the girls a little while ago, and now the boys from Tascosa and Amarillo High doing battle. And it has been a battle all the way in both games.
Someone, of course, needs to come out with the win. Someone, unfortunately, come out here with the loss. But as a fan and broadcaster out here this afternoon, you really can't go wrong with not only what we've seen this afternoon, but the trajectory with both of these teams as we move further to the back half of the year.
Tascosa 2-0 in district play coming into this one. Sandy's at 3-0. So somebody's going to suffer their first loss of the district race.
That's the most unfortunate thing about it, truly, about this game. Someone has to come out here with a 1 in that loss column.
5.2 seconds left for Amarillo High. They have to come almost the whole length of the court, at least the 2/3 of the way down.
And great job having Ben Kinney on the inbound.
Here's Richards, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Richards gets in position, puts it up, off the glass. Oh, it was a little strong and just a little off to the right. Otherwise, that would have been a game winner. Guess what? We're not done in 2025 yet. We've got more basketball coming up after a timeout on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
I was involved in a motor vehicle collision. I experienced neck and back pain. The pain was so severe that I had a hard time working. I was referred to McCraw by a family friend. I knew I was in good hands the moment that I spoke with them. I've never felt more taken care of. I got the treatment that I needed and am able to go back to work and pursue my education. And that is all thanks to McCraw Law Group.
If you've been injured in an accident, at the McCraw Law Group, we're here to help. 806-342-5900.
This is Holden at 10. No budget, no spending alerts, no shot. And this is Future Holden. When Holden was 10, Mom signed him up for Amarillo National Student Visa Debit Card. That first account helped him learn about money early, smart spending, budgeting, and a cash bonus for good grades.
So, what do we use our cash rewards for?
We took Bella to prom.
It's not too late to get your own student card.
Tascosa outscoring Amarillo High 12-7 in that fourth quarter to force overtime. 4-minute overtime period. And we'll jump it up to start.
Normally in sports, the best 2 words would be Game 7. In this case, just 1 word, overtime.
Tascosa will get the ball on the tip. Blackshear nearly slid down.
A little bit of miscommunication on the offense end for Tascosa.
Blackshear to Corpening, to Godbolt. Now to Collins, 3-point shot, no good. And the rebound to the Sandys. Schaefer nearly had it stolen from behind by Collins. Now Amarillo High with their first offensive possession of OT. Godbolt makes a nice play to knock it away. Parr lobs it in for Schaefer. Looks left, needs some help.
Great defense there from Horbringer.
Richards open at the top of the circle, puts it up, and the shooters bounce for Jax Richards. He's got 20 today. And the Sandys lead by 3.
Almost too open of a look there for Jax Richards, but again, this has been a heavyweight fight. I know the Rebels have a play up their sleeve.
Godbolt on the wing for the Sandys defense. Tough. Corpening had that partially blocked. Kenny shot blocked underneath. Corpening gets it back, but the feet were out of bounds as he touched the ball. And so it will go to the Sandys with 2:46 to play in OT.
Well, it has been a little while since we've seen him make an impact offensively, being able to shoot the ball. So I understand wanting to get the look there, but maybe a little forced in my opinion.
Schaefer across midcourt. And the Sandys set up in the half court. And a near steal by Kenny. He finally does steal it away. Great defense by the big man of the Rebels. Here's Corpening. And that shot blocked by Schaefer. Corpening gets it back. Goes outside to Godbolt. Lines up the tray. High off the back of the rim. Richards with the rebound for the Sandies. Boy, Ladarius would like to have that back. And then the bucket on the other end, Tate Maben.
What a find there.
Is that Richards on the pass?
Yes.
Great look. And the Sandies 5-point lead with 2 minutes left in overtime. Rebels need a bucket, but it's not coming easily. Coach Jackson, I thought he called a timeout, but it was a foul on the Sandies. And that will go against Tate Maben, who picks up his second. It's only the first team foul on Amarillo High. Do they start over, I guess, when overtime comes?
Yes, yeah,
okay.
I think so.
All right, so a team foul apiece.
Yeah, but even then, I don't think they had a team foul in the fourth quarter either.
I don't think they did either. 1:45 to go in OT. Blackshear puts it up quickly. No good on the three-point attempt. They scramble for the loose ball, and Kenny has it, tries to call time, and he does, I think. Coach Pillion wants a tie ball, but Kenny got the timeout called.
What a game he has had. It might not show it all in the stat sheet, but someone getting down and dirty with the best of them. You need those types of players. You need that type of energy now more than ever.
So 60-second timeout taken by Tascosa, or a full timeout. And wow, we have to catch our breath. It has been frantic in the fourth quarter and in overtime. Just a frantic pace by both of these teams.
I might need an oxygen tank or something by the end of this, I promise you.
We're all working hard. Been a great game. And again, both teams will have a break after today to get through the Christmas holiday and refresh themselves a little bit and get set to go for the second half of the season.
Very crucial part of the year. How are you going to stay focused, stay in shape, get ready for what we've seen already, what is surely going to continue to be a true murderer's row of opponents here in the district.
Collins to throw it inbounds, gets it to Blackshear. He is going to go right to the bucket, then dumps it to Kenny for the slam. Ben Kenny with his first two of the day and with authority. 1:20 left as the Sandies throw it in. Rebels down by 3. Sandies with the ball.
Similar situation in the fourth quarter for Amarillo. You don't want to force anything. You still have time to get a real efficient shot.
And Tascosa can be aggressive. They've got fouls to give. 1 minute left in the first overtime. Reamer hands it off to Richards. Tascosa again is going to have to be a little more aggressive. There's a reach in by Corpening. Just his second personal. Second team foul. Patchpard to throw it in front of the Sandies bench. Richards with 40 seconds left. Corpening again committing the foul. Now his third. And you don't, really have to just give needless fouls. You can try to strip the ball away.
Yes.
And see if you can get a steal.
Either go for the tie-up or go for the steal.
34.6 seconds left. Oh, the Sandies had Reamer open for a moment, but the defense closed quickly, and he brings it back out. And Corpening's going to foul again. That'll be his fourth, I believe. Scoreboard says 5. It is 5. Wow, didn't realize that.
What a game. What a performance from the young man.
So Jack Corpening, a big three-point threat, goes to the bench now for the Rebels. And a foul in the backcourt You don't want to foul Richards, though, if you have a choice. But that's the 15th foul, so he'll go to the line for 2. Has 20 hard-earned points so far in this one.
You can say that again. Definitely hard-earned throughout this ball game.
And you can really say that about anybody that's scored today. It's been hard-earned. Richards calmly at the line, gets the first to go down. And it's a 4-point now. Tascosa, or Amarillo High lead, so 2-possession game with that free throw. Second one, no good. And Collins with the rebound for the Rebels. Got to hurry with 25 seconds left. Down by 4. Godbolt bounces it to Gilmore. Timeout, Coach Steve Jackson. Or no, sorry, a foul. I don't know why I keep thinking they're calling timeout, but it was a foul on Tate Maben of the Sandys, his 3rd personal. And Amarillo High's in the same boat. They've got fouls to give here, with that being their 2nd team foul. They get it into Godbolt. 16, 15 seconds. They're going to have to hurry. Here's Blackshear. He'll put it up from long range. Misses. And the rebound to the Sandys with 8 seconds left as the Rebels commit the foul in the backcourt.
Sandys closing in on another win. Can't help but think there's a little bit of miscommunication there offensively. Trying to find a shot.
Back to the free throw line goes Jax Richards.
Just one in their favor that last possession for the Rebels.
Missed his last 2 now. 7.8 seconds left. It's desperate time for Tascosa now. They've got to, whether he makes or misses this, they've got to come down and put up a 3 quickly. Richards gets the second. And he's going to finish, it looks like, with 22 points on the afternoon. Timeout taken with 7.8 seconds left. And Tascosa needing pretty much a miracle now.
Truly not impossible, but as we talked a little bit about it going into that 4th quarter, a true showdown in every sense of the word. It was a matter of who was able to blink first, and a couple of lapses down the stretch, both offensively and defensively for the Rebels. You can speak to the composure and the leadership up top with Amarillo High. They stuck with it. They weathered the storm, pun intended. Less than 8 seconds away from another district win.
Fans starting to file out a little bit now as it looks like it's inevitable here. Tascosa down by 2 possessions with 7.8 seconds left. Has been only able to muster 2 points in the overtime period after we were tied in regulation at 34 rather. And Amarillo High has 6 points, so make it 7 here in the overtime period.
Gotta go length of the court here.
Godbolt puts up a 3, short, and that will do it. Final score, Amarillo High wins it in overtime, 41-36 over Tascosa. What a great game and finish. And with the win, the Sandys now go to 15-3 on the season and stay perfect in district play at 4-0. And the Rebels will drop their 4th game of the year. They're 11-4 overall and now 2-1 in district. We'll come back and recap it for you on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
Amarillo Diagnostic Clinic Pharmacy makes getting your medications easier than ever with our fast and reliable citywide home delivery service. No matter where your prescription is currently, give us a call at 806-358-0331 and we'll handle everything so you can relax knowing your medications are on their way. We're dedicated to providing exceptional service that fits your busy life. Convenient and reliable. That's Amarillo Diagnostic Clinic Pharmacy.
Found a car I love, so I went ahead and bought it. Ever since I did, people ask me where I got it. Bobby Doobie sold it to me. Bobby Doobie sold it to me. She's you, but she's a beauty. Bobby Doobie sold it to me. He saved me a lot of money. money, had a lot for me to choose. If you stopped in, you'll be saying it too. Bobby Doobie sold it to me. Bobby Doobie sold it to me. Ooh, she's used, but she's a beauty. Bobby Doobie sold it to me.
Sinking driveway? Call Legacy Support Works. Settling patio? Call Legacy Support Works. Uneven pool deck? Call Legacy Support Works. Collapsing stoop? Call Legacy Support Works. Cracking sidewalk? That's right, call Legacy Support Works.
Foundation repair doesn't get better with time. It gets better with Legacy Support Works.
Call Legacy Support Works today.
Well, after overtime, this one finally decided as the Amarillo Sandys win at 41-36 over the Tascosa Rebels. It was close throughout. A 2-point game at the end of the first quarter in favor of Amarillo High, 8-6. Sandys led by 3 at halftime, 20-17. They did make a little more progress in the third quarter to go up by 5, 27-22 in this low-scoring battle. But then Tascosa, with the better of things in the fourth quarter, outscoring Amarillo High 12-7 to tie it up at the end of regulation at 34 apiece. And then in the overtime period, it belonged to the Sandys as they outscore the Rebels 7-2 to take the win, 41-36. Individual totals in this one for Amarillo High, 22 points on the day for Jax Richards. He was the only player in double figures for the Sandys. Patch Parr came close. He had 9, and then 3 apiece for Hud Schaefer, Rex Reamer, and then 2 for Tate Maben. For the Rebels, they were led by a couple of players, Ladarius Godbolt and Jack Corpening, both with 13 points, and then 4 for Tyzavian Collins and 2 points for Ben Kenny in today's contest. But also I left out DeMarcus Gilmore. He had 4 points for Tascosa. So tough game, Alan, as we see by the low score. Needing overtime to get that many points, 41-36. Not much separating these two teams, and again, both teams can definitely build on this as they move forward.
Absolutely. Me again, as we were talking about it, someone had to come out with the win, someone had to come out with the loss, but there are so many positives to take away from this game as we get ready for the second half of the season. I mean, when it comes to the Rebels, lots of talent. This is my first time seeing them on full display here throughout the season, and I couldn't be more impressed with what I saw from those guys, the fight that they had, the physicality that they brought to the table. Amarillo High, they've had their fair share of toughness. They've had their fair share of tough plays. Someone had to blink in this game, and as we did see, a couple of lapses down the stretch of the game, Coach Pillion and company were able to take advantage of it. What a win for the Sandys.
So looking ahead, the Sandys will be back in district play on January the 2nd, as will the Rebels, and Amarillo High will take on Monterey in that one. And Tascosa will be on the road to play at Lubbock Cooper. So big games for both of the teams coming up next after the holiday break when district play will continue. But, boy, we had our fill of great basketball here today with the girls' game, a top 10 battle in the state. Amarillo High ranked 8th, Tascosa 10th, but it was the Lady Rebels coming away with the victory by 10 points, 45-35. In the boys' game, it went to OT before the Sandys prevailed 41-36. Well, great day of basketball, and our season is off to a great start, Alan. Man, we can look forward to more coming up in 2026. Sounds even funny to say, but yep, that's the new year. It's upon us as we say goodbye to 2025 today as far as our live streams go. But want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Alan, thank you for becoming such a big part of what we do on TPSN with your football calls this past fall, and also helping on our Friday Night Live scoreboard, and now here in basketball as well. And boy, we've got a lot to look forward to in 2026 as we get going really with basketball. Then after that, the spring sports.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. I'm so grateful to be with this amazing team for another year. I've been around some amazing broadcasters, from John Mark to Phil Woodall. Obviously yourself, the legend that you are here around the area. It's been a really fun finish to 2025. Like I mentioned that during our first game together this basketball season, if it's even half as exciting as we've seen over these past couple of weeks going into 2026, it is going to be another amazing and fired up start to the year. I can't wait to get started.
We can't either. And we'll be back with you on January 2nd for coverage of that Amarillo High and Monterey doubleheader from the Sandy's Activity Center. So for Quentin Marquez, who does such a great job running our camera, and Alan Robertson on color, I'm Mike Roden. Thanks for being with us. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, everyone. Join us in 2026 for more high school basketball on the Texas Panhandle Sports Network.
We take the stress out of collision repair. Jimmy Fincher Body Shop. The people